Hello everyone and welcome to our I Pick My Butt video. More Survivor.io and the baseball bat. We're going to take it to Epic and give it a final comparison against a Light Chaser and the Kunai to see how it really handles up inside the game. But first, a word from today's partner. If you guys are getting sick of playing the same boring old games or it just seems to take forever to progress, well, I got a perfect little gem for you. With the Halloween season right around the corner, this is my go-to and I cannot stop playing it. And this is Samedi Manor. In this game, you're the idol manager and you're trying to build up this undead village. And your main goal is to restore the manor and help Baron Samedi make an army of undead to return to the underworld. And on top of just building up your farms, there's a ton of other things you need to do, like improving your skeleton cemetery, making your army more intimidating, hiring managers, and managing all your idol profits. I love the way these managers look, and I don't care what it takes, I'm gonna unlock them all. The thing I love the most is the devs are very generous with rewards inside the game. This is a simulation for everyone, and you can even play this online or offline. For an idol simulator, this game will really have you strategically calculating your next move as you watch that cart get closer and closer to your next farm and you need to cash it out. You can download Samedi Manor Idol Simulator for free and I promise you're going to have a ton of fun doing so. I'll have links both in the pinned comment and in the description. Now if you saw my video the other day of the actual rankings of how I throw all the items out there, here it is right here for the weapons. And at Epic Rarity for waves, I threw this right behind the Light Chaser and tied this with the Katana. And for bosses, I threw this all the way down in 5th place there. So we're really going to see how this handles against the bosses. Now, Kunai users, don't worry. I know you're watching the screen on the right. You just saw me downgrade my excellent +2 Kunai. And we are going to sacrifice a couple Kunais here to take this bat up to Epic Rarity. And my plan is, if this doesn't work out with the bat, well, we're just going to go and merge it with the Light Chaser and the Kunai, and we'll just downgrade whichever weapon we're not using and transfer it over the other one so we can have a +1. So taking this to Epic, we're just going to get the standard +15% attack, but it does help out and it is a big number to see inside the game. And we're going to be running all three of these weapons through on the same thing, the daily challenge today, which surprisingly, it was actually pretty difficult for all three weapons. I wasn't really expecting that the bosses were going to be as tanky as they were starting off. And for the bat itself, it didn't go too well. We died pretty early. When it came to the first elite, they all took it down pretty quickly, but the Light Chaser just had a split second more with those extended waves coming out. And against the first boss, they all did pretty well. The bat, I did move out of the way, which kind of slowed it down a bit, but it was still faster than the Light Chaser for killing it. And the other factor is the Kunai was already evoed, so if I had that at the same star level, the bat might have actually beaten that one too. And when it came to zombies incoming, this is where the bat really shined. The knockback on this thing is just insane, and it really did just kind of keep on pushing, and I was just almost like doing a stutter step on my way up, just clearing these things out. But with that being said, both the Kunai and Light Chaser just seemed very easy going through completing this. I don't know if it's because I haven't used the bat in a while and I don't use it enough that I was getting this feeling, or if the bat just wasn't really comparing as well to the other two. Now this was a surprising one for me. All three of these are evoed, and watch this. Both of our wave style ones are going to be finishing about the same time, and even our Kunai with the auto aim does not kill it and still has a whole chunk of health left on it. So just kind of let you know here, I mean, we're calling it the boss killer. I am a Kunai user, but it's coming in last after the Light Chaser and the bat. That's a little bit crazy if you ask me. And keep in mind, out of all these weapons, the Light Chaser does have an extra 10% for its epic trait. So this is where the true test really was for me, is with the pigs coming out on it, because these things are pretty tanky and they kind of rush it pretty fast. We do have an attack speed buff in this because of the actual daily challenge stat that they give us, but you can see we are maintaining pretty well with the bat. Even the Light Chaser, they're getting a little close, and the Kunai, we're somehow surviving on it. Now up to this point, we haven't died at all with either the Light Chaser or the Kunai, but we did die once already with the bat. Against the chairman, the Kunai obviously won on this one. I did die once with the Kunai, but that's because my dog was barking and I looked away. But I did die a bunch with the Light Chaser. I think I actually died 2 or 3 times with it. And the bat, I believe I died one more time with it. But the bat definitely does hold up in comparison to the other ones. I think the bottom line with this is every weapon has its special perk in it. So don't just go by the meta, go by what people are saying. And if you are interested in using the bat, it definitely is a fun weapon and it does seem to hold up on its own. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, join the Discord, and remember, I pick my butt.